What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Devin Baptiste here. Y'all already know, the owner, CEO of the Baptiste Fitness, online and in-person fitness training. Now, I know y'all probably expecting a workout video. However, I'm gonna switch it up today, do something a little different. I have to share something with you all, something that I went through over the course of I'll say the second half of 2018, up until like the first month or so, about the first month or so of this year. All right. Now I wasn't gonna share this at first because I ain't gonna lie, it's a bit embarrassing, but the Holy Spirit led me to share it. Like, I have to share this because it might help somebody out there. It might help several people out there. Now, I grew up in the church. I've always believed in God. When it comes to trusting in God, a lot of times we like to do things on our own. We like to put things in our own hand. And God should be the first person that we go to in all instances, whether good or bad. You should always keep Him first. And that's a lesson that I had to learn, because last year I went through some stuff, all right? Not many people know. I share this with maybe a few people, a few of my closest friends. But last year, like, it started out good, you know what I'm saying? Now, y'all already know that I'm a trainer. One of my goals is to start my own, open my own gym, my own fitness center. Train my clients and quit my job, and train full time. So it was headed in that direction. I was excited, happy. I had built up my clientele and everything was going good. Then I hurt my ankle. All right, I sprained my ankle. I came home from work one day, stepped out of my truck, stepped on a brick next to my driveway. Next thing you know, I sprained my right ankle laterally and medially. I was out of work for about 6 months, all right? Now during that time, it was really hard for me to do anything, especially leg workouts, but I was still able to train my clients that I had, all right? Like I said, I had built up my clientele, and while I was out, I did some, I guess, soul searching. And, with all the clients I had, I had my plan. I'm like, man, I'm gonna train Monday, Wednesday, Friday. First half, I'm gonna be one area, second half, the next area, because I travel. Like, I don't have my own gym right now. So, of course, I had to travel between Baton Rouge and New Orleans and all in between. So, there was a lot of traveling. But, I was willing to do it. And as soon as I was, I started putting all my focus into training, all right? And, it's like I lost what really got me there, you know what I'm saying? As far as God, I know it was Him that allowed me to get those clients. He brought them to me, and I lost focus on that. And everything was, I did this and I did that and I did this and I did that, and, not giving God any of the glory. So, He had to send me through. He had to put me through some things. I sprained my ankle. I was out of work, like I said. My clientele started to diminish. Got down to 2 people, not getting the income, from work. And everything just started to, like, I seen all my bills and everything, started to kind of back up on me. And most importantly, my mortgage, all right? So it was December, maybe like the first week or so of December. No, the second week of December. All right. I'm going to work one morning. Boom, listening to, who it was? I think it was TD Jakes. Listening to TD Jakes. All of a sudden, red and blue lights, policeman stopped me. He stopped me because I had my tail light was out. All right, my tail light was out. He stopped me, pulled me over. Insurance had expired, driver's license, register, like everything hasn't expired. I mean, you know, because you know, being out from work, not having the income, and I mean, you know, I had to do what I had to do. You know, took me to jail. I'm like, man, $1,200 to get out. My dad came, got me out. Thank you, Dad. All right. A week later, guess what? Got a note from the mortgage company. February 6th, your house is going up for sheriff sale. I'm like, man, what in the world is going on? And I remember my dad telling me, he said, son, you need to get back to God. You need to go back to God. You know, he said, I don't know what it is you're doing. He said, I know you got a lot going on. You know, a lot of things that you're trying to do. But you got to put God first. You got to keep God as the head of your life. Nothing is going to go right until you do. And it was crazy because I had been thinking about that. Even when I got arrested, I was sitting in the holding tank. You know, and I was like, I said, God, like, what are you telling me, man? Like, let me know what it is that you're telling me. And it just so happened, like a few hours later, like my dad told me that. So, you know, that was confirmation. And so I started praying, you know, and it's like, Lord, whatever it is that I must do, you know, let me know, you know. And I talked to one of my friends, you know, my friend, his name is Tony Fisher. He said, D, he said, man, I know what you're going through, man. He said, I'm praying with you. He said, you already know you got to pray to God. He said, but after you pray to God, he said, first of all, you got to pray to God in confidence, knowing that, you know, the situation is going to be taken care of, because simply put, when you pray to him, the situation is taken care of. You know, that's the kind of God that we serve. And he said, after you pray, you got to speak to that mountain. He said, you can't just pray and let it go. You got to speak to the mountain. You know, speak to that problem, that issue, whatever it is that you're going through, speak to it. Tell it to move. You got to move it. You got to talk to it and tell it to move. So he said, man, and you can't be scared. You know, you can't be nervous. You can't be all scared. You got to speak to it with confidence, like you the man, you know what I'm saying? Like that. I said, yeah, man, I know what you're saying. So, you know, after we got off the phone, you know, I was in the car right line at my kid's school, and that's what I did. And I spoke, you know, and I was like, God, you know, I need you to help me get out of this situation, you know. And after I prayed, you know, I was like, you know, I spoke to it, and I said, foreclosure, sheriff sale, you will not take my house. You will not. In the name of Jesus Christ, you will not. And I know you won't. And, you know, my wife, she was all frustrated and nervous and scared, you know, and I told her, I was like, man, I said, we ain't losing our house, plain and simple. I said, I already know. I said, I know you're upset, nervous, whatever, but we not gonna lose our house, plain and simple. So, one day, I was in same thing, in the car ride line. This was in January, right? Like middle of January, you know. I had just left home. My wife was looking for apartments, thinking that we're gonna have to move. So I'm in the car riding line at my kid's school, and I'm waiting. And I get a phone call from Chase. So it's the guy, you know, my relationship manager. Hello, may I speak to Devin? I said, yeah, this is Devin. I said, Devin, this is your relationship manager from Chase, Dow Green. How you doing? I said, I'm doing all right, Mr. Green. How are you? I'm doing fine. He said, man, I have some great news for you. And when he said that, the tears just ran down my eyes, man. I'm telling y'all, it was tears of joy, because and I know that was God showing himself, God revealing what I had already known that he was going to do. He said, man, we granted your modification. We're going to start you over. He said, I have some more great news, your payments, because I have been trying to get ever since our house flooded in 2012, you know, it had been kind of a struggle. You know, we had to use a lot of our savings and a lot of our insurance money just to live off of, because we lived in a hotel for several months. So we had to eat, buy the kids clothes, you know, plus we were me traveling back and forth. It was crazy, man. It was crazy hectic. And we spent a lot of our savings, a lot of the insurance money. And it was just, ever since that point, you know, it had been kind of a struggle. You know, I had went through bankruptcy, all that, man. And, you know, it seemed like the payments was just going, jumping up and up and up and up every time. Man, what's the deal? And I had started thinking maybe maybe, you know, we just need to move out the house, you know, get us an apartment and move out. And then that's when, you know, all this happened, and, you know, I'm like, man, no, we not giving up our house. And, you know, I prayed, and, you know, I asked God, and, you know, I spoke to the mountain, and God came through, and that mountain was moved, and the payments, my monthly payments was even lower. The interest rate went up slightly, but my monthly payments came down. And I'm like, I just had to give it up. Like God, I know it's you. And the tears just rolled down my eyes, and I was so happy and so grateful. But, you know, I just wanted to share this with you all. I mean, I'm telling you, this was like around the middle of January, okay, when we got the news. House was going up for sale on February 6th for the sheriff's auction. Now, I just had to tell y'all that no matter what you're going through, man, no matter what, God is there. God is there. You gotta have faith. You have to believe. You have to pray to God. Tell him what you need. Tell him what you want, which he already know, but he wants you to come to him. You know what I'm saying? God, you know, we can only go so long, like, thinking that we can do it ourselves before God was like, all right, you think you can do it yourself? All right, check this out. And boom, he hit you with something where you have no choice but to depend on him. And that's where I was, you know, like, all right, y'all, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. The camera just went out. But like I was saying, man, you have to depend on God. You have to trust in God. You have to trust him. You have to speak to the mountain and move. And it's going to happen. He's going to do it. And I'm going to tell you, he's not going to come exactly when you want him to come, but he will be there when necessary. Trust me, man, trust me. I know y'all probably done heard this like a million times already, but God will be there. He will get you through it. He will guide you through it. He will deliver you. All right. But I just wanted to share that with you all. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. Y'all have a great day. I love y'all. That's why I shared this with y'all. Whatever you're going through, man, whatever, it don't matter. When the night is the darkest, just remember, the dawn is just around the corner. All right. Reverend Baptiste Fitness. Holla at your boy.